Class.
Good morning.
Today we finished comparing decimals using number lines and inequality symbols. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. You guys know where decimals live?
Yes.
Do you guys know what an equivalent decimal is?
Yes.
So like this decimal right here, whoops, I gotta change my thing. This decimal right here is the same as this decimal right here. Well, let me redo that. This decimal and this decimal and this decimal are all the same, right?
Yes.
It makes it really easy to see if I just add my place value holders, right? Don't they look the exact same now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. You guys know about inequality symbols. You guys know about number lines. What are these things called again? Moving on. We were comparing this to this, yes?
Yes.
In order to show your work, what is the method we're using?
Stacking.
So we took this number and we stacked it, so 0.10, yes? And we took this number and we stacked it and it was 0.1, right? After we stack, if we have a blank spot, we add a what? Does that make these look equal?
Yes.
Because they are, right? Okay? Same deal. We stack these two numbers on top of each other. Why did I draw these lines? What? It helps us compare, right? So if I draw a line, I'm like, oh, zero's tied. Nothing's bigger or smaller. Decimal points, okay, lined up because they should be, right? When we stack, we line up the decimals. Oh, no, look at this. 2's bigger than 0. So I know that this number is going to be my bigger number, right? Write your inequality symbol. Yes, no? Here's your steps. 3 steps. When comparing decimals, we do what first? Stack them by lining up the... After we stack, what do we do next? Those are also called place value holders, right? And after that, we draw light lines to help us compare, yes? Okay, number 3, number lines and decimals. Decimals live between what two numbers? If I have 4/10 and 6/10, what's right in the middle? Yes, no? Eyes up here. On the number line, we had to graph these 3 numbers, right? We had to graph them on this number line. So this number line looks differently, but when I first gave it to you, I only gave you 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. We added all these zeros here. Why? Is it easier to find where 0.15 is if you have a 0.10 and a 0.20?
Yes.
Instead of having 0.1 and 0.2, we just make them into 0.10 and 0.20, and 0.15 is obviously right in the middle of those, right?
Yes.
So we want to make our number line digits match the numbers we're plotting. Yes or no?
Yes.
And then we just add place value holders because we know that's not changing the value of the numbers. Yes?
Yes.
Can decimals be part of a whole number?
Yes.
So in this case, all of them are 6s, right? So our number line is between 6 and 7.
Yes.
Last one. If I put these numbers in order from least to greatest, what am I going to do first? I'm going to stack them just like that, right?
Yes.
Then what am I going to do after I stack them? It looks like I just have to add this one place value holder, right? If I draw my line, are they all tied? Are my decimals lined up? Now, if I'm going from least to greatest, can I find my smallest number? So I just wrote a note here because I still have to deal with the other numbers, yes? So I know that this is my smallest number. Actually, I'm going to cross it off like that. Then I'm going to look, okay, 1 and 1 and 2. Well, do we now know our biggest number? You guys get the idea?